All right, so the next question was from a YouTube comment, and it was, does GBP Q&A improve SEO? It can. Do you understand the whole point of it's the same thing with review replies, right? Review replies can improve Google Business Profile SEO, can help it to perform better in search. Well, how? Well, number one, if you reply to if the business is responsive to their customer reviews, that shows Google and to other Google users that the business is responsive to their customers. That's a good sign. It's a good sign for Google. It's a good sign for other consumers that run across or come across the Google Business Profile. Number two, why not? And I'd say this all the time, and yet I still see that it's very rare that people do it. Sometimes they do, but it's very rare that people do it. When you are replying to reviews or your client is replying to reviews, why are they not? What I see this all the time, which is like, hey, thanks for the review, or thanks for the kind words, or hey, we're so glad that you're happy. Give us a call next time. Thanks so much. Like, that's better than not replying at all, but there's a missed opportunity there. Why would you not specifically mention the products or services that the reviewer purchased and using all sorts of variants of those product or service names or terms? And also, if it's a service area business, why would you not reference the area in which that product or service was sold? Right? The city sections or districts, boroughs, neighborhoods, communities, etc., within the city. You could even name street names. You don't want to give any personally identifiable information away in the review replies, but why would you not constantly be using the Google Business Profile review replies as a way to add more relevance to the GBP by inserting mentions of keywords for products and or services and locations, right? If you do that consistently, it's not going to happen overnight, but you can start. I promise you, your GBP will perform better if you do that consistently because there will be a hell of a lot more relevance built into the profile because the word count will be higher. The entity density, right? The keyword density, entity density, depending on which terms you're using, is going to be higher, right? And so it just makes it more relevant. So the same occurs with Q&A, right? If you have questions and answers, then again, it's adding more relevance. It's more opportunity to add more relevance to the GBP. And so, yes, Q&A by itself, like as a standalone variable, will it improve results? I don't know. I've not tested that. But holistically, as part of a overall, you know, attempt at optimizing the GBP by injecting more relevance in every area where possible, review replies, Google Business Posts, Q&A, right? What about, again, media, uploading photos and images, or excuse me, photos and videos, right? Again, I've talked about this for years about how with tree service contractors and most local businesses are like this. I've been telling tree service contractors for years, if you just get in the habit of taking photos while out on job sites, like again, it's you develop the habit and then it's second nature. It doesn't take any thought at all. It's just habitual. It's routine. And that is for any service area business, they should be doing this. And I've said this again for, I've done SEO for pest control companies and all roofers and all kinds of stuff over the years. And I've told every one of them this every single time. And I had a pest control company. They actually just sold to a larger pest control company about 6 months ago. And so the larger pest control company worked with me for about 3 months while they were transitioning all of the smaller company stuff into their larger stuff. And then they canceled. But I had this pest control company for 10 years as a client. They were called Backyard Bug Patrol, and they were in Northern Virginia area. And every year for 10 years, I was telling them, well, once when it became a ranking factor, so it's probably every year for about 7 years, I had told them we would have two meetings at the start of the busy season. So a few weeks before the spring season, we would have a meeting to ramp up and prepare for because they were an outdoor pest control company like mosquito and tick control for a long time. They eventually added general pest control services, but they were just a seasonal pest control company for outdoor pests for several years. And so we would have two meetings at the beginning. About a month or 6 weeks prior to the busy season, we would have our meeting to prepare for the busy season. And then at the end of the season, around October-ish, is when we would have the end of season wrap-up meeting. And every single meeting at the start, at the beginning, before spring, early spring, whatever you want to call it, I would have the conversation with them about, guys, I've said this every year, but if you just get your technicians to snap a few photos on every job and upload them to the Google Maps profile, not even as a manager, or anybody can go look, like they're not there anymore. But let me just show you. If I just go to pest control near me, so I'm in a very rural area, I'd be surprised to see what's even available. All right, if we go in here, so I want to go to maps. Where's the button for open in maps? Just go to map search. We'll just use this one. If I click on that listing, you guys see it says right here, add photos and videos. I'm not logged in. This isn't my client. I'm not in Google Business Profile Manager. I'm Google Maps. I can add photos, right? So anybody can add photos to this company. Anybody can. And so what I've said to the client, and I've said this again to tree guys and everything year after year. Hey, if you just get in the habit of every job you go on, snap 3 to 5 photos. And if you're feeling froggy, right, record a quick video as well. And then narrate the video, right, where you're saying, hey, this is Bradley. I'm out on this tree removal job in the, Covington Corner neighborhood in Charlottesville, Virginia. And we're out here with the crew right now. You can see they're taking the tree down. We've got our ground crew cleaning up all the debris. We're hauling it off. And as soon as we're done, we're going to do stump grinding as well, because we want to make sure that we leave the ground nice and level for our customer. If you need tree removal services in Charlottesville, Virginia, contact us, and repeat your phone number and say the brand name, right? Right now you're talking about a 30 to 45-second video that gets uploaded to the GBP. It has several mentions. Google knows the video because if it's recorded on an Android device or any device really that has location settings on, the metadata shows the geographic coordinates where that video was recorded, the altitude, like literally the time of day that it was recorded. All of that data is metadata that's embedded into the file, the video file. Same thing with photos too. But in the video, you get the benefit of being able to mention keywords and the company name and the phone number and locations and neighborhoods, things like that. Again, all adding more relevance. And with photos, what's really interesting with photos is, again, you guys can test with this on your own. If you take a photo and I only have an Android device, never had an Apple device, so I'm sure somehow it integrates the same way though. But with Android, if I take a photo and then I add photo to Google Photos, so I allow it to back up in Google Photos or whatever, and then I go look in Google Photos and I click that eye icon for information that shows the data, it will show you what's really interesting is you can take a photo in a moving vehicle and it will tell you the velocity at which you were traveling when that photo was taken. It's incredible how much data is actually embedded into those files when you take a photo or a video from a mobile device. And so why not use that as an opportunity to build more relevance into the GBP and to prove to Google that that company does do indeed what they say they do in the locations that they claimed are within their service area. You want to expand the maps coverage for a GBP for a service area business? Have the business take photos and or videos on all the jobs from out in their service area and upload it to the Google map. It trains Google over time through photographic and video evidence that they do indeed do those things in the areas that they claim that they do them. And so I'm just bringing all that up, guys, because I think it's important to understand that, Q&A, Google Business Posts, review replies, photos, videos, all of those things can add a significantly more relevance to the GBP, and you don't need backlinks for that, right? That's simple stuff that can be done if the client or you, the agency on behalf of the client, does it for them. Now, you're not going to be able to take photos out in the field. That's something that you have to get them to do, and a lot of them won't do it. But why I'm spend so much time talking about that, guys, is because, and I've said this before, I almost hesitate to tell tree guys to do that anymore but I do. I tell all of them because, again, 1 out of 10, maybe 1 out of 20 will actually do it consistently. But the ones that do, I'm telling you, I've got a number of tree service clients over the last 11 years that I've been working with tree service clients, or tree service contractors, excuse me, that have done that consistently well. And what has happened is, they end up at the top of map search and oftentimes on first page of organic search. And then because they did develop the habit of doing the photo and video thing, they end up just dominating their area, getting real broad maps coverage. And then they end up canceling services with me or pausing services, which is what most of them say in the winter. And I get that every year, right? Every single year I have attrition from clients that I landed earlier that year because they want to pause because everything slows down during the winter. And I get it. It makes sense. So I've had a number of clients that do the photo video thing consistently, and they end up dominating a very large area, and then they pause services with me, and then they never come back. Or they'll come back, but maybe it's 3 years later or something like that when their GBP is slipped. And it's because they continue to prove to Google that they indeed do those things in those areas because of the photographic evidence and video evidence, whatever, and none of their competitors are doing it as consistently as they are. That makes sense. And so it works, guys. You can almost the client can almost put their SEO out of work, right? By doing that if done properly. And if you did good SEO work, and like, I try to do good SEO work for all my tree contractor clients, and you get them like started, right? Get them improving in the search results and everything else, and then they start doing that photo video thing consistently in posts as well. Sometimes they don't need any additional SEO work after that, right? That's all that is needed to maintain their ranking, their positions. And I've seen it happen a number of times with tree service guys. That's why I say I almost hesitate to tell them to do it, but it's so rare that they actually do it consistently that it usually isn't an issue. So very powerful, guys.